Bonjour mes amis, je suis de la Logique Canadienne, and welcome to this episode of NFL Predictions Week number 10. Now, at the time of this recording, I had just finished the NFL Week in Review predictions about an hour or so prior. Well, I figure why not do predictions too? Because Thursday night, I will be at a hockey game, and I will not be here to record the episode. So, without further ado, let's get ourselves into it. Just for the quick plugs, if you want some good coffee, go to BencoBrew.com and get yourself a nice, delectable bag of coffee today. I guarantee you it is great coffee. And I don't know why the hell my green screen is glitching the fuck out. Also, do enjoy it, give it a like and subscribe. Enjoy the watch farming. Further, get ourselves into week 10 predictions, and it'll be Thursday night football between the Ravens and the Dolphins. Who goes over and who pops off. I think that the Ravens will win this game, and I think the player to go off is Marquise Brown. Definitely Marquise Brown will pop off in the Ravens victory over the Dolphins. Because the Dolphins are dog shit. They're just coming out the week. Yeah, they won a game against Houston. Woo! Who cares? Miami's still shit. But the Ravens are going to pound them when they meet on Thursday night in South Beach. And then next we got the Saints taking on the Titans. And actually, I have the Titans going over again, just like they did with the Los Angeles Rams last week on Sunday Night Football. And I have one of the Titans going off, probably Julio Jones if he starts. If it's not him, it's A.J. Brown, depending on the time of recording, of course. But it just is what it is. But still, Titans win either way, and it's either going to be Brown or Jones popping off, depending on if Jones is playing or not. But again, I don't determine that. I just determine Minnesota. I just anyway. On the next game, we got the Bills taking on the Jets. Western New York versus Eastern New York, I guess, but more so in New Jersey. And I know the Bills are coming off a bad loss against the Jaguars, but by a nice score. But the fact of the matter is, they still lost to the Jaguars. And the Jets are actually coming off of a loss of their own to the Colts in a shit show game. But I'm still going to have the Bills win here over the New York Jets, and with Cole Beasley being the one to pop off. I like Cole Beasley. He's shown me that he can be a reliable receiver for the Bills, and that's why I went with him. Cole Beasley going to pop off in the Bills' victory over the Jets. No big deal. Done and dusted. Now we got the Lions winless taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Pittsburgh Ginzers, whatever you want to call them. This is going to be a Pittsburgh win. It's going to be Najee Harris once again doing his thing, pop it off. Because Najee Harris is a great running back, just doesn't have a line to really gel with. So, Lions, I predict they're going to go 0-9. They need help desperately. Like, they get free Dan Campbell. Then next in Indianapolis, we got the Jaguars taking on the Colts. In the game where both teams are actually coming off wins. Ironically enough, they beat both Buffalo and the Jets respectively. Ironic, but I don't know. But yeah, so I have here the Colts winning again, and it's gonna be Michael Pittman Jr. that produced the most points for the Indianapolis Colts, because Michael Pittman Jr. is a beautiful freaking receiver. And if it's not him, it's definitely Jonathan Taylor, because he's a beautiful running back. So I'm sticking with that. Colts win. either Pittman Jr. or Jonathan Taylor. Next on up is the Buccaneers and the Washington football team, both coming off a bye week. I know the Buccaneers are coming off the loss to the Saints, and the football team coming off of a loss of their own. And I think the Buccaneers will win here. They will rally and they will beat the football team. And I think the men to go off is either Chris Godwin or Mike Evans. Because they are the good centers. Well, not the good centers. They're the good receivers that can help Tom Brady possibly get an 8th ring, because that's just the way it is in football. I'm serious. It's like Tom Brady wins LOL. But that's just my prediction there. Win for the Bucks. Evans or Godwin go off. And then we got week 10 here as well. Browns Patriots at Gillette Stadium. The big story out of this one is Odell Beckham Jr. clearing waivers and is now gone from the team. Odell Beckham is a free agent for the first time. I mean, he can go wherever he chooses. He could even be the Patriots. But do I know yet? No. Instead, I don't know. Like, we'll have to wait and see wherever Odell Beckham Jr. decides to go. But I still think it's going to be a very close game, because both teams have been doing good. If it's not the Patriots doing well, it's the Browns doing good. If it's not the Browns doing good, it's the Patriots doing good. Don't get me wrong. I like Baker Mayfield. I like Mac Jones. I like David Njoku. I like Nicholas Chubb. I like Myles Garrett, even though he's actually cleaning up his act. Surprisingly enough, he's actually cleaning up his shit. And the picture, and like I said, I like Damon Harris. I like Brandon Bolden. I like Nelson Aguilar. I like Kendrick Bourne. And the Patriots have a good amount of receivers and rushers. So don't the Browns. But it's going to be a close game, because they're going to be without Nick Chubb this week because he just tested positive for COVID-19. And I'm guessing they're going to bring in D'Ernest Johnson once again. So he'll be making another start. I think it's going to be a Patriots victory, but by a last-second field goal in the 4th quarter, or in overtime by, I think, Nick Folk. And I think the player to pop off for the Patriots, if that's the case for the win, I think that player is going to be Ramondre Stevenson, should he play again. Because I like Ramondre Stevenson. But it's going to be a close game, though. It doesn't matter who wins that game. It's just they know it's going to be close. And we got this game here between the Falcons and the Cowboys. The Cowboys coming off of the loss after being thrown off the horse. And the horse just telling them to go fuck themselves and galloping off into the sunset against, well, you got the Falcons, who came off the win against the Saints. But I'm so saying it's a Dallas win here, because there's no way in hell that the Falcons are beating the Dallas Cowboys in 2021. And I'm going with my boy Ezekiel Elliott, that or Amari Cooper to get the job done in terms of popping off. And that's just me. I like who I like. You like who you like. You can disagree with me. You can agree with me. That just is what it is. But yeah. But yeah, that's my prediction on that one. Next one, we get the Panthers taking on the Cardinals. And look at the. Is it really doubt who's gonna win this game? It's gonna be the freaking Cardinals. Absolutely, they're gonna shit stomp the Panthers right into the ground, just like that horrible freaking CGI thing that they showed back in the season opener of the Panther grabbing the banner of the Jets and then chewing it up at midfield. But I don't know. Will they have Kyler Murray back this week? And if it's not him, will Colt McCoy be a reliable QB again this week? Should he be given that opportunity once again? I'll do this in 2 scenarios for Cardinals win. If it's with Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins back in the lineup, then it's going to be DeAndre Hopkins going on. If it's Colt McCoy back in the lineup again because Murray's not playing, nor it's Hopkins out, then I'm going to say Christian Kirk or James Conner. because there's two ways you can go with that depending on the situation of those guys. You know, it's like either one's there and and it's either those guys are there and they go off, or it's the other set of guys and they're going off. You know, it's like potato, potato, tomato, tomato. But I'm still predicting Cardinals win either way because the Cardinals are the better team in this season. Next, we got the Vikings taking on the Chargers at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles, California. And, well, I just kind of hope for a Chargers victory here. If anything, Justin Herbert has proven to be a very nice quarterback for the Chargers. It's probably one of the best ones they had since Philip Rivers a couple of years ago. But I don't know. This could be the Chargers team that gets it done this year and makes the playoffs. But I don't know. I'm predicting the Chargers win either way, and it's going to be Keenan Allen carrying the offense alongside Justin Herbert to a victory once again, because that is just what I think, and that is just how it goes. Next one, we actually got a nice matchup here. Seahawks Packers at the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field. And this one shouldn't even be a question. It's going to be a freaking Packers victory with Aaron Jones or Devontae Adams, depending on if he comes back, to pop off. But again, I digress. That could be just me talking some bullshit, but just is what it is. And I think Packers victory. Then we got the Eagles taking on the Denver Broncos. I don't know why I'm talking about Brandon Perna. I've got good sports. Check him out. But the Eagles and the Broncos definitely are going to try to keep it close somewhat because, of course, they fucking do. But it's going to be a close game, and the Broncos are barely going to squeak by with the win. And the player that's going off this week is probably going to be Mitchell again, because he's actually not that bad when he's healthy. Yeah, Broncos victory over the Eagles. That's my prediction. And then Sunday Night Football, we got the Chiefs visiting the Las Vegas Raiders, whose reputation is broken beyond repair and thus need to sink the ship and abandon it. Now, I'm going to say here for the sake of the laughter, it's going to be the Chiefs, but we could still get the Raiders victory here. If it's a Chiefs victory, I'm guessing it's going to be Tyreek Hill going off. If it's the Raiders, and it's going to be Darren Waller once again, because Darren Waller is an absolute beauty. But with that, I said it could go either way here, but I'm going Raiders with Darren Waller. That's my prediction. I'm sealing that shut. And on Monday Night Football from the confines of Santa Clara, California, it is the Rams visiting the San Francisco 49ers in a divisional matchup. I haven't seen one of these in a while, but I'm kidding. But I think it's going to be a Rams victory no matter what, because the 49ers are actual dog shit, and they cannot get anything going. And I think it's going to be Cooper Kupp or Robert Woods once again to help the offense carry them to the win. And that is pretty much that for the predictions. I said my piece on who's going to win and who's not. But that's just me. I digress. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys for tuning in this week for predictions. If you guys did enjoy it, leave a like. Comment down below what you guys would like to see next. If you have not done so, please go and join the Electrical Army. And also, do feel free again to check out Benchum Brew at benchumbrew.com for great delectable coffee. Till then, je suis là, Canadien. Bonne nuit et au revoir.